I find your lack of faith disturbing. Famous line. Outside of movies, I have noticed following line to be more fitting though. I find your faith of lack disturbing. Faith into influencers, bad food choices, and poor health decisions. I can deal with those. But saying you love minimal techno and hate house, that's disappointing. Or thinking that techno music came from Kraftwerk. You don't have to love, but there's a spectrum. Again, Kraftwerk are pioneers of electronic music, also partially due to the use of synthesizers. Detroit is techno and Chicago is house. We don't mention 303, 808 or 909 today because Roland stays at home. As usual, I digress. What I obviously wanted to mention is a futile, useless categorization of things many people don't even care about in first place. Pseudo-intellectual discourse for what? Like trip-hop. Remember that from the 90s? Oh, I love Massive Attack, Tricky and Portishead. I do too, so far so good. And then you had to open your mouth about how trip-hop is better than two-step, dubstep, garage, breakbeat and so on. Though I personally would agree, why wouldn't you just enjoy the music? Instead of a useless categorization into BPM and instrumentation and breaks used, you could have just said, I love the Bristol sound, and of course there's a lot of other kinds of music coming from Bristol too. Trip-hop is Bristol, but Bristol is not only trip-hop. And trip-hop does not have to come from only Bristol. And as you know your history in music, the Fugees, Ready or Not, uses a famous sample from Enya's Boadicea, who of course is known as the queen of the Iceni. But my favorite remix version of Ready or Not is from Clark Kent using the sample from 1959 Django from the Modern Jazz Quartet from the album Pyramid. Am I a nerd? Absolutely! Because a nerd is someone with passion, and passion always includes curiosity. So please, enjoy some cool music like Gustav Holst's 9 Planets. Not updated for Pluto, I guess. Anyhow, I like Mars, the bringer of war. It has quite some similarities with the Sith Lord, who doesn't have the high ground, but a cool march nonetheless.